spoiler alert, doesn't totally work how I thought it would. It's quite likely that this is going to crash. I'm fully expecting that. Yes, I want to create a new sample map. File name token parser. Now, all of that info, you'll see, it gives us all of this stuff. Single key, number. So hopefully, okay. Ooh, that's cool. And save the sample map. So this is Gretsch 2214. We'll just give that a cheeky save because it will probably crash. It's got 2 microphones. This is going to be great. 45. I like doing this individual mics at a time because I think when you rush through it, it's really easy to miss stuff or not get the right thing. And I'd just much rather just spend a bit of time, make sure I've got the right amount. Sounding pretty good. Now, you'll notice over here that that's only coming out of the first 2 channels, but we want to chuck that out to be multi-mic samples. So we go to sample editing, merge into multi-mic samples. Separator token is that. Shit. It turns out I've got too many microphones for the multi-mic, the way that Highs deals with multi-mics. And so this presents me with a sort of unique problem or opportunity. That's genuinely annoying. Okay. All right. We're going to start again. This time, I'm not going to do any room mics. We're going to have to think about this more creatively, I think. All right. Okay. I'm going to input everything again, but this time with no room mics, and we'll see how we... One of the things that is a little bit frustrating about Highs is that there's just so much to it that there's a lot of stuff that just isn't in any documentation, and so, as I've done here, you can build an instrument thinking you're going to do one thing, and then it goes, yeah, you can't do that, and you're like, oh shit, okay, well that's certainly made things different. So now I've got to sort of think about how I'm going to do that. Obviously, I still want room sound. I mean, that's the point of going to that studio. This is the journey, I guess. So I've got 3 options, and I'd be really intrigued to hear any thoughts and opinions on this in the comments section below. So, 3 options. Number 1, don't have room mics made with samples, use impulse responses from the Otterhead room. Option 2, use separate samplers to handle the close and the overhead mics and the room mics. In my head, this has certain complications and certain positives. In the playability of the end instrument, you probably won't notice it, and you would be accessing the same amount of samples if it worked in one sampler. The only downside would be I don't know actually. That's got to be tested, that one. So that's option 2. Option 3, and my least favourite because it looks like a shortcut, and as we all know, if the shortcut was the way, it would be the way. Not into taking shortcuts, obviously. So the shortcut would be Highs has a maximum of 8 channels for merge multi-mics, and I've got 9 channels. So either sack one off, compile 2 things together. I'm not a fan of that option because I don't know what the future expandability of this is going to be. I don't think I'm ever going to record something with more microphone options than this, but I don't know that for certain. And it would be really annoying if I'm building an instrument that I'm hoping is going to give me lots of scope for the future, and then out of laziness, because it is laziness probably, I don't do that. Well, I'm going to say it is out of laziness, but I don't know. I might try the other two methods and then discover that neither of them work, and the most efficient way is way 3. So my possible reasoning for siding with this third method would be that I've sort of tried and tested it. I don't know. Things to think about. I'm going to dive into this a little bit next time. I'm really enjoying making these videos. They take an awful long time, and I I hope they're not like incredibly boring. But I quite like the idea of documenting this stuff, because this will be done eventually. Like, I'm going to finish this one day, and it's going to be really fun to like look back on the development of that and remind myself of these things like this. You know, where there's a sort of fork in the road and you have to make a decision as to how you navigate something. And that for me is the engaging and fun thing about developing stuff and making things, that the thing that you think you're going to make invariably changes as you're doing it. And it already has along the journey, and it will continue to. So it's exciting that you then can look back and go, oh man, I remember that, you know, like that's exciting to me. Anyway, I hope it isn't too boring. If you're into this, like, don't forget to like and subscribe and stuff. I'm very near 1,000 subscribers, which is freaking amazing. I'm over the moon about that. Yeah, so thank you very much, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.